Okay, right, we're going to decorate the inside cover, so this side and the pocket at the back. So for this side, I've got this paper left, so that will do. Actually, it might even do for both, but I think, whoops, don't think I want that one. Or do I? Actually, that might look cool if I have the same paper that's on these strips. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So the size of this is going to be, oops, let me just double check, 5.5. Have I got that written down anywhere? 5.5 by 8.5. Yeah, 5.5 by 8.5. So I'm going to need 2 of those. One for the front and one for the back. So, and 5.5 by 8.5. Yeah, that looks good. So I'm going to stick that down. Get some wet glue on that. And that's all of the inside decorated. So then we can go on to the outside and doing some photo mats and all that fun stuff. So let's make sure it's the right way up. Yeah, I like that. Whoops. So that was 5.5 by 8.5. And I've squidged out the ends with the tissue. Can't find one. Oh, there they are. Just wrap that up before. I mean, it'll dry clear anyway, but I like to just get any big blobs off of glue. There. Perfecto. And then for the back, we're going to need to cut it down. So I want to have the pocket piece, so that's going to be 4.25. So off this bit that we've cut for the back, just cut 4.25 inches off, and then that will fit. So you'll have your strip, your piece for there, and then this bit will slide in as well. So if I stick this down, so this is for the pocket. And then just make sure it does fit. This should fit in the pocket like so, and it does. So that will be the inside finished, and I think it looks pretty good. There you go. So it's tucked in slightly to the pocket. Someone's printing. There we go. We've got a nice good sized pocket on the back there. Typical. Start filming and someone decides to print. Okay, so the inside is done. Now we can move on to the outside. So I've already picked the paper that I want for the cover, which is going to be this one. So I'm just got to decide how I'm going to do it. Am I going to wrap it all the way around, or do a piece for the front and the back and then something over the spine, which is what I'm thinking I might do. Haven't got any bits that are big enough, so what I think I will do is cut for the front and the back. So it's the same size as the pieces that we did for inside actually, so that's 8.5 by 5.5. So if I just cut that first, so 5.5, and I am going to do some more indenting on the front anyway, so this is kind of just one part of it. So I'm going to have that for the front and then the same for the back. Before I stick that down, I've got to decide I'm going to add a new ribbon for a closure, and then that's not going to fit. Then just to decide on the spine, so I think I might use some of this one to wrap the spine. So it needs to be 8.5 high, and then width wise this is 2 3/4, but I need it to come around, so if I add an inch for the front and the back, so what do you say, 2, 3, 4 3/4, let's just call it 5 inches. So we do 5 inches. Whoops. Oh. 5 inches by 8.5, and that piece can wrap the spine. So ribbon, what have I got that will go? Do I even want ribbon? Let's see, I could do some of the velvet ribbon for a closure. Do I want a closure? That's the point. I think I might not. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave the closure. I think. So, let's just put these on. And then we can go from there. So one on the front. You could do this before you put the pages in as well, if you wish. So one for the front, then one for the back. Oops. Okay. There we go. Now for the spine piece, I'm actually going to put tape on it, just because I want it to be really, really well stuck, because that's going to move a lot. So, where's my block? There we go. So I'm going to cover it in tape, and I'll speed this part up. Okay, so really well covered, like we did for the chipboard pieces and all that, so it's completely covered. And that's just, like I said, because this is going to get a lot of movement to it, because it's covering the hinge part where it opens and closes and all that, so you want to make sure this is stuck really well. so I prefer to put tape on. Okay, oops. And then we can, I think we can do some photo mats and stuff next. Oops. This is the basic of how it's going to be decorated. Right, so it's going to be about an inch. Whoops, where's my pencil? So we can mark roughly about an inch from the corner. So very lightly, just make a pencil mark, and that can be your guide for where to put your paper. And you probably can't see it because it is very, very light. So I'm going to turn it that way. You can just about make it out, I think. And I'm going to line up the edge of my paper with that line. And make sure it's even top and bottom. Like so. And then holding it in the correct position, as in, you know, so that's in the right position. You're just going to start to work it around the corner, and I take my time and do this so you get it right stuck nicely. And then still holding it in place, work it around to the back. We've got a nice covered spine. So there you go. Yay! I'm loving how this is looking. Okay. Right, I think what I will do now is make some photo mats. So let me just clean up a little bit and then we can start on that. Okay, so all the pieces that we've got left over, all the scraps, are what we're going to use to make our photo mats and do any little bits of decoration on the inside. So for this page I just want one photo mat to go in there, so I do my photo mat the same size as the Memories and More cards. So I've got one of them here and it is exactly 4x6 because that's the size of a standard photo. So I mean, you could go a little bit bigger if you wanted to, so say 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. So we'll do one. So 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. So this is the cardstock that we've got left over, and then we can decorate one side with some paper. We can find a bit that we can cut to 4 by 6. Then that will be perfect. There, so this is cut at 4 by 6, and we'll have, oh, it's the same one that I've decorated it with. We'll have the leafy side then. I mean, it doesn't matter, we'll do a few of these. So this is just basic photo mats that I'm going to do, really. Oops. So pop that on. You could do some stamping to go on here as well if you wanted to. So we can pop that in the first page. So it will slide in and then it will just tuck underneath there, so whatever you put in there is not going to fall out. So that's one. Now we've got another pocket here, so let's see what we've got. We could make a little booklet. out a couple of these pieces, or some little tags. We'll do some tags actually. So I've got the tag topper punch. So if I trim, say 3 of these down to 2 inches, so they'll fit in the punch. Closer. So 2 inches. Like so. Then we'll need to trim them down because these are a bit long. Okay, see how long we can go. About that long. So that is about 6 inches long. So trim them all down. And then to decorate them we can, whoops, grab some bits of paper. Where's ruler? So it's 2 by 6, so I only want it to go to about here. So that would be 5 by 1 3/4. So you can use a few different ones, and we'll trim these all down. So 1 3/4 by 5. Let's see. Yeah, that looks about right. And oops. And another couple. So there's still loads of paper left. I mean, I've said we've gone through 5 sheets of designer series paper, but we haven't actually used the whole of the sheet. So, oops, there's plenty left. Okay. Okay. So those are 3 little tags, bookmarks, whatever you want to call them. They can go in here, in that pocket. And I might just leave that as it is. So on this page I need a little strip here to show that there are 2 pockets. So we've got a pocket there and a pocket there. So actually I have, where's it gone, that extra strip that I did that could go across the middle. Or should we have something else, because we've got a lot of that one going on. Nope. I want something a little bit plain. Oh, I can't pick it up. Yeah, that one will be better. So if I cut a strip about 1 inch thick that way. So it'll go across, but I want it to look a little bit more interesting than that. So, what can we do? I take the label punch, and if I slot it in that a ways, I might be able to get a bit of an interesting edge. So I'm just lining it up in the middle of the punch. Like so. Try and get it straight. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good. So where's it going? If I pop that there, I'll be able to see there. So it just shows that it's split by having that there. And then we can have some little tags to go inside here. So this isn't all that I'm going to do to be decorating and adding. I'm just showing you a few little bits, and then when it's completely finished, then I will probably add some more stuff. Yeah, so this piece is 2 3/4 by 4.5. Just going to shrink down to 4, so that will fit nicely. And what I'll probably do on these is do some stamping and add something on those two. So those can go in there. And then here we can add a photo mat. So trim this down. What size should I make it? Could just make it a tiny little booklet, couldn't we? Let's see. Because I want to use up all these as well, as much of these pieces as possible. So if I just make it into a booklet, so 2 3/4. Is that right? No, 2 and just over 2.5. I think, what's it called? 1 2 3 4 5/8. 2 and 5/8. That's not right at all, is it? Nope. Oh dear. Can you tell I don't do maths? Let's just trim that. Oh dear. There we go. So we've got a little booklet that I might add some Whisper White pieces on the inside, and then I'll decorate the cover of it. So it can be a little journaling booklet. And got plenty of pieces here. It's just deciding what to use. Oh, that's too small. This one fits. Oh no, that's what's in the pocket though. Yeah, I will make a decision eventually. Can you tell I'm a bit indecisive? Oh, I'll just do this one. Even though it's what's on the inside, it doesn't matter. So it was 2.5 by 1 2 3 4 5.25. So 5 by 2.25. Yeah. So that can be a little booklet. I'll add some Whisper White to the inside later. There you go. Cute little booklet. and that can just be placed in there, and then the magnets top and bottom will keep that closed. So we've got a belly band here, and I might just do a couple of little photo pieces this way. So this is 11 1/4, so I want them to be about 4.5. So yeah, so it's going to be 4.5 by 3.25 roughly. We've got those two, and this paper will fit nicely. So if that's 4.5 by 3.25, so I want it to be 3 by 4.25. So I'm just showing you how you can use up your scraps and all the little pieces that we have left over, so nothing's wasted. So this can be a little photo mat or a journaling card, something like that. Oops. Okay. There we go. Cool. So they can just slide in. And then don't forget you've got your little secret pocket here. So I might just actually no, I'm going to leave it. It's a secret, so you can find it or not find it. That's the fun part, I guess. So we've got another pocket here, and then this opens out to a nice big one. So here I'm going to, let's see what I have left. I've got lots of paper left, but not so much card, which is fine. Like I said, paper can be used oops, over and over for lots of other projects. There was one photo mat that I definitely wanted to show you, even though I haven't got scraps left. I've got lots of paper, so I'm gonna make it. So I'll just go and grab some more cardstock and be right back. So basically all we're doing is making two cards. So I've got a piece of A4 that I have cut in half, and I'm now scoring in half. And then we will add some paper and some magnets. So blindfold, my desk is just, oh my gosh, need to be a little bit more tidy. So 2 of those, let's just move that out of the way. Right, so paper to decorate. I'm going to try and use up all these little pieces if I can. So let's just bring all your scraps in, and then you can see what we've got that we can use. So just because it's a little odd shaped piece doesn't mean it's not going to be useful. Particularly strips like that, they're really good. And obviously that's not much use, but so we've got a few strips, and like that. Okay, so I want a piece for the front and then a piece for this side, because what I'm going to do So it doesn't have to be cover the whole of it, actually quite like that, So actually, so I've just grabbed a couple pieces of Whisper White because that's what I'm going to use on the inside, so I may as well put it in now. And grab a couple of little magnets. Okay. So one is going to go on the front. About there. And then the other one's going to go inside. And take that off. And it's going to go there. Okay, so we can add this to the inside. Like so. And then this strip on the front. About there. And then you could always add a little bit to the top and bottom, like so, which I think I will do. As soon as this one's already got tape on it, I may as well. So I've put that about there. Oops. And then trim off. And then a piece for the bottom. There. Okay. So that's one of them. So you've got a little booklet like so. Love it. I love magnets. And then for the second one, we will go with, so we could have the Whisper White on the front, and then we could do some stamping or decorating, and then on the inside we could just have a nice strip of the pattern paper. Yes, that's what we will do. Oops. So grab some tape. Pop your first one down. Then add that little bit. There. So then we'll stick this one down, and then I can do some stamping or something on the front of it. or you could just write on it about whatever you put on the inside. So that's that one, and then on here I'm going to add just a nice strip. Whoops. That way. I'll pop it about there. And trim off those edges. There. Oops. Ah, it's sticking to me. So you've got another little booklet there. So if I bring the album back in, wow, we can pop one in the pocket there, and then this one can slide into that pocket and it will hold itself in place. Or no, yeah, that's fine, we'll do that one there. And then on this one I'm going to leave this pretty much clear. I might do some more little tags here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go away and finish using up all the scraps just how I've been showing you. So making some more little tags like this, and then I'll do a little bit more decoration on the front and then we'll be all done. So back in a minute. Okay, so lastly for the front, basically going to make a card base. Whoops. So I've got Blackberry Bliss, and I'm going to stamp. Oh, love that colour so much. I'm just going to do the one, and then one of this one I'm going to stamp off first. Like so. Then we'll colour in the larger flower with Grapefruit Grove. I'm going to stamp it off because it is quite a bright colour. Whoops. Like so. And then the little one I'm going to do in mint macaron. And again I'm going to stamp off. Not stamping very well today. Don't know what's wrong with me. There. Just very simple. And then just a couple of little leaves, leafy things actually. That one would be better. Or even the actual leaves, Hannah. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah, I think that's enough. Okay. So the sentiment I'm going to use is "It's a Beautiful Day," because that could go for anything. So whatever's going to be put in the album, it can go width. Let me just pop these back. And then that one, just so we don't lose anything. There. And we will use Blackberry Bliss. And I'm just going to stamp it up this top corner. Well, about there. Gorgeous. And while I've got the ink out, I'm also going to stamp from the Statement of the Heart stamp set, which was an exclusive stamp set that came with this suite, with the pre-release of this suite. So I haven't actually stamped it yet, so I thought this would be a good time to do it. So stamping up Statement of the Heart. Just going to pop that. To love what we do and share what we love as we help others enjoy creativity and worthwhile accomplishments. In this we make a difference. I love that. And then get these back out, this one, and I'm going to stamp just the outline in Grapefruit Grove, and I'm going to stamp it off first. So it's very light behind that text. Okay, so I can pop all these away now. That one. And that one. Okay. So I'm just going to mount this onto a piece of cherry cobbler. Whoops. It's the colour we've used all on the inside of the album. And this one as well. So this is just going to go on the inside as a little tag. And I might colour that little heart in after. So on here I'm just going to add a couple of the embellishments that are also in this suite. Some of the little flowers. And the sticky back as well. Or maybe just one. Yeah, I think I'll just do one actually. Oops. Okay, so this I'm going to put on dimensionals on the front of our album. And then we are done. So I'm just going to pop it about there. I can get these things off. They never want to come off easily. I like to make things awkward. Oop. There. So that's the front cover, and then this one I'm just going to pop inside. Where shall I put it? There's so many places I could. Oh, we could put it in the secret pocket. There we go. So that is this album finished. we'll have a little flick through. So that's our front cover. Then we've got our little belly band and little stopper there. Then you've got a pocket with some tags. Open it up and you've got a nice double spread there. Then to this side you've got two little pockets that I've just placed a couple of tags in. Then this opens up and you've got a page there for pictures. Then turn over and we've got our little top and bottom flaps, and I've just got a little booklet in there. Then this opens up and you've got another little tuck spot which I could actually tuck that into. Then you've got your belly band here and just some tags and your secret pocket there. And we open the other side, we've got a pocket with a little booklet. Then this opens out and you've got a nice big spread and a little pocket there with another couple little tags. And then on the back page we've got another pocket and I've just got a little booklet there. So that is it. We are done with the what am I going to call it? Share what you love, love what you do album, something like that. So I hope that you've enjoyed this album. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on it and if you follow along with me as well. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.